Welcome to a casted game of Age of Empires 4, and this game is going to feature two of the best. Kasva, currently ranked 46 on ladder, but let's be honest, he's a Red Bull Wolo participant. He's anywhere within that top 25 range, and this strange looking face here, well, last time we had like the two O's in the dash. Today it's the carrots, but this is Beastyqt. So he's ranked 1, 2, 3, or 4, whatever on his alternate accounts. All you need to know: this is a professional Age of Empires 4 game, and two civilizations that might pique your attention. We've got Kasva playing as the Chinese, the reigning champions of the OP. Right now, Chinese did get some nerfs on the server side patch, but did it have a major impact on them? To be determined. And he's up against what's another kind of new OP on the block, right? The Malians. You've seen me doing my Musafati only challenge. They're a very good civilization. The fast castle is not to be messed with, and Beastyqt playing them certainly should be a hell of a game. And you know me, I'm really watching this game, like hoping that BC's gonna win this, and that I can learn some like new strats on how I could beat China with the Malians. But I do not know the outcome of this game. This was played live on ladder, and I had hit the pause button, so we will see who wins this one. Beasty opening up, not going. That's not technically a straggler. Is that a straggler tree? What do you guys think? I guess that's a straggler tree. It's close to the forest, but I think he got more than usual. Oh, I like this already. So the typical Malian strat is you eat one tree, 150 wood, right? And you make 6 houses. But he did 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 houses! Now, you can get away with this against China, because China is not going to attack you in the Dark Age. A lot of people on ladder have been playing like Mongols and stuff, particularly on this map. This is Prairie, that's got that giant in-base gold. But there's no risk of that here against the Chinese. So he spent the time, chopped some extra wood, and he's gone for 10 houses plus his pit mine. So I'm liking this as an eco-up opening. This is going to give Beastyqt some additional gold to start the day. So, and if you've been living on a rock, these pit mines, they generate more gold for each house around them. So you can see they're plus 30% for each house. So this is 4 more than what I typically build. And maybe this is a scenario to do it. If the opponent is playing a turtley civ and you've got these large gold veins, you know, give it a try. That's another thing that allowed this is the smaller gold veins. You can't fit 10 around that. So an interesting start already. Kasva, we'll see if he goes for like a 1 TC all-in type of thing. Does he go for 2 TC in the castle age? A few different options you could go there. Chinese are very, very good at turtling up. Oh my God, look at all the sheep he got. What the is going on? 27 sheep? Did Beastyqt get any? He's gonna be claiming sheep hacks, but where's this explorer? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I mean, that is pretty massive. This might be a sheep world record right here, being held by Kasva. He has obtained over 27 sheep to start the day, because there's a few dead ones there underneath that flock of sheep. Wow, I think Kasva is now going to be sheeplord.kasva. So I can see. Okay, we got the Imperial Academy. You'll likely see the Barbican of the Sun coming down next to hit that first dynasty to most particularly get to the faster training villagers. Okay, so right now we're in the Tang dynasty, but only for a little bit longer. We'll be in the Song dynasty. He's working on burning down the corner of that house. Beastyqt opting for the Manza Quarry. Now, the Saharan trade network is a rather popular one, not only for its trading prowess, but the defensive capabilities. He's gone for the Manza Quarry. It allows you to generate gold and stone, and I would say there's nothing really standard about what's going on here today. We got 30 sheep over there. We've got 10 houses in the Dark Age, and a Manza Quarry, and a partridge and a parrot tree for you that know it's still Christmas season. Kasva going for old tricks. He's known for doing this. I remember all throughout the road to Red Bull Wolo, he would just tower rush every damn game. What's he doing? Barbican right in Beastyqt's face, and right on that pit mine. How is he gonna stop this? He'd have to pull his vills, but at this point, I don't think there is any stopping this. Kasva, now he's given up, so these 10 villagers doing this are idled right now. So that is some idle time he's drawn by doing this, but I don't know. Kasva might pull a quick one over here because, I mean, sure, he can train cows with gold, right? And at least he's got his quarry giving him an infinite gold there, but he's down 27 sheep, right? Compared to his opponent. Kasva's going to be burning all these houses down, these villagers. Of course, again, these are 10 villagers that are idled, but this is going to be dealing some significant damage to Beastyqt's economy already. And I expected to see something interesting in this game, but I'm not sure that I've expected quite this already. Within the first, 6 minutes of the game, we've got BC's base burning down. It looked like he was going for the fast castle. I think he's still going to do it. I mean, this is a very quick fast castle. Since he did have the 10 houses, look at this. He's gonna be sending this down at like 6 minutes and like something's, he could put it down right now if he wants to. So yeah, 6 minutes and like 19 seconds building the Fremba garrison. This is really good fast castle timing. It's even faster than usual because of the fact that he has the 10 houses and he has the Malian quarry. Now, Kasva might be thinking that, like, perhaps he's stalled out BC or something, but I'm sure he's scouting what's going on here. Now, BC is building some backup houses there. The question will be, can he keep enough gold in the bank to combat this? Will he just go around this and attack Kasva at his main base? It'll probably take a while before he can really do any damage to the Barbican in the Sun, because the power of the Fremba fast castle is typically you've got a lot of infantry on the field and you can do a lot of damage to villagers and army, but buildings, you need siege units probably to deal with something like a Barbican. So losing houses right now, we've got the Fremba going up. Of course, this could train 5 units at a time. It only costs gold, so Malian quarry's generating gold for him, so it'll help keep that online. And he has built a backup gold vein here. Oh man, Kasva really needs to scout this. If he could shut that down, although he really doesn't have any military to shut it down. Yeah, he has no military. And, well, no second TC. It has just been a Song Dynasty 1 TC. What's he gonna do here? Is he going for a fast castle? He's got 600 gold. I'm a little bit worried about Kasva here. He's got a lot of resources, but BC's about to be on the map with some military. He's building the archery range, which says to me he's gonna be doing javelin throwers. He can idle these villagers, most likely maybe pick them off. And by the way, fun fact, Barbican only holds 8 villagers now, so he brought 10 forward. This is kind of like an old trick, right? Because now you technically probably want to bring 8, because 2 of them won't fit inside the Barbican in the Sun. Okay, 1, 2, 3 houses and a pit mine burned down. So, well, I guess one was burned down right there as well. Okay, we have, what, 4, 5 left. So he's lost 5 houses. Fremba's online. We've got the javelin throwers in queue. Does Kasva have anything back at home? No, he does not. He has an insane amount of sheep. No military yet. And he's probably looking to age up. That is what's going to be happening. You can see here, he about has the 1,200 food he's going to need for that. Javelin's moving up, probably going to idle those gold villagers. Or will he just go around the Barbican? We'll have to see what he does. Yeah, I think he might just go around and go poke at the villagers back at home. These villagers are currently idled because they're burning down the house. Okay, so he's just gonna go around, and he built his archery range so that he could get his veteran upgrade while he was still training at his Fremba. And he's been able to keep his gold going because he has his back gold vein, 19 villagers on this. Kasva may have denied this, but he did not deny that back gold. Imagine if you had any units or a tower or something back there, could have really been a problem. And now Beastyqt's just doing the pretty much the standard the standard Malian thing. He's got his mosque online. He's going to be grabbing up some of those relics out on the map. The Barbican is keeping that gold, but whatever. He's over here with his villagers, going to start poking at the food. A lot of times, if you can stop China's food, you can stop everything. But it's pretty safe there under the town center. Javelin's taking some shots at the villagers. Villager goes down. We can see first blood of the day there. Villager dying. Wow, this has been fun. This is giving Chinese players some good ideas. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't know if I can put this on YouTube. I don't need people dropping Barbicans on my pit mines. It's not good. Not good. Okay, so he's coming in here, trying to get some shots at the villagers. It's kind of kept out for now. Kasva collecting wood Just now getting the wheelbarrow at about the 10-minute mark. No wheelbarrow yet, not a single eco upgrade, in fact, for Beastyqt. Now he will be starting to grab some of these relics out on the map. Of course, each one of those will help him generate more gold, which you can convert into, you know, more javelins to firm the garrison. Yeah, he could probably eventually, once he just gets enough of these, just like sit here and idle all of the food bills. And I don't know. When you get enough javelins, you can tap just about anything out other than a nest of bees. Now, hold on a second. Did he age? He aged up, right? Oh, he aged up with the Imperial Palace. Quite interesting. So he has tremendous line of sight, which is going to help him dodge this. Interesting. He didn't go with the nest of bees. He wanted the line of sight, and you can see it's. Oh, did he get that official? He did. You see him? He fell out the other end. So you could like die as you're garrisoning and they'll get in and then fall out the other side. We need some F's in chat there for the Imperial official. Okay, so BC's out here trolling, trying to pick up units. He's got 2 so far. All the houses have burnt there. Will the knights come back here and harass? Perhaps. Perhaps BC throwing down a barracks as well. I wonder if we'll add any Donzo or Musafati into the mix. Looks like he did get his upgrade for his Musafati warrior, so I think we're going to see some Musafati coming out. He's training 5 right now as we speak. The scout there giving BC just some line of sight on the front line so he can poke in and see those sheep and know when he can take a shot at one of those villagers. His javelins have excellent range. Now, one thing that's kind of limited on this map, the wood lines. He can move out. He's actually got his like next wood line somewhat close. It isn't always like this necessarily. But okay, what is that? We've got, looks like Lancers moving on in right now. Scout and Lancers denying that, so what, second gold there. Thank you so much for that follow over there on Twitch. Appreciate you. Wololo coming on out. The Imam trying to capture the knights, but it ain't gonna happen. Kasva denies that relic for now. Another relic coming in right now for Beastyqt. He's trained a total of 2 Imams. And he's just gonna keep poking in with those javelins and just trying to pick off villagers. He's only gotten 2 so far. Oh, Kasva doing a good job of having a little bit of map control. Lash, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. We are casting a game between Kasva and Beastyqt, and oh, we see that relic denied there, and all you need to know is basically that Kasva dropped a Barbican in the sun on Beastyqt's 10 houses here on Prairie, and then BC just said whatever, came back here, took this gold pit, still went up with the Fremba at like 615. He did age up the Manzakori, and he's been doing just fine, but kind of at a weird spot in this game. Both are kind of just like poking at each other's eco. He's been picking off the relic gatherers. He has been able to secure 2 of those, we could see. And over here, he's got extraordinary line of sight because he built his Imperial Palace and base, so he can kind of see, you know, these javelins that are like, they're cruising for a bruising here on the back line, but they're not able to get anything for right now. Oh, another highlight of the game. Kasva got 27 sheep to start the game. He got 27 sheep. I don't know what scouting pattern he had, but he got all of them. What was that? That was a Musafati going down right now. Lancers appear to be the weapon of choice right now for Kasva. He does have some monks going out trying to grab relics. He might grab a few. Okay, so we've got a blacksmith going out. What was that? Oh, Lancers coming in, getting a villager or 2. Yes, down goes 2 villagers. He does lose a Lancer for it, but maybe a good trade for him. Maybe gonna lose another Lancer, it looks like. Okay, we've got Lancers facing off versus Musafati and Javelin, but it looks like the Lancer numbers were high enough. He's taken out those Musafati, and those Musafati technically have additional damage versus the Lancers, but now that he's taking those out up against his Javelins, you can see right now Kasva taking a very favorable trade right now and should be able to clean up the rest of his units. So far it's just been a Lancer spam, and he's running around not unlike the Musafati kind of run around sometimes. And he's building some walls, trying to stop this wall from being completed, and it looks like he might be able to do that. Lancers on the back line going down to those Musafatis. Okay, so a little bit of trades back and forth. Look at the difference on army count. 6 units for Kasva, 41 for Beastyqt. He's built that second mosque, so there we go. Oh, he got all 5 relics. He did. I thought Kasva might snag one of them, but he didn't. Looks like Beasty was able to secure all 5 relics, so that's going to be a lot of gold generation for him. You can see the down here. You can see the relic and the res per minute. Okay, Barbican on the front line. Looks like it's time. Beastyqt's moving out. He's going to take down that landmark, and he has enough melee units. Not to mention he can use the healing of the imams there, and should be able to take that down without too many heavy casualties. Actually, not going to lose anything to this with that healing. Look at that. You guys thought healing was only for Delhi and HRE, huh? No, no, no. When you got all the gold of Malians, you just keep producing imams. Is he producing any more? He probably isn't, but I'm telling you, you can. You can just keep pumping imams into that army, and then you can go just sit underneath buildings. It's absolutely wild. Okay, so Beastyqt looking like he's in a strong position. I was very nervous for him at the start of this game when I saw this Barbican on his gold. It would have been even worse, actually, if it had blocked, you know, the gold right here. So it would at least, like, even as it was dead, would consume spaces he could build houses. But BC's now going to be building that up immediately into a pit mine. He's built some walls to the side. He's secured his base. And look at the villager difference. Now, Kasva does have more, but look at that resource per minute. Oh my gosh, the gold is just crazy right now for Beastyqt. Lancer's running by. Zugnu finally being produced back here. But it's not gonna do a whole lot versus a javelin heavy army. They'll do pretty well against the Musafati though. Okay, I'm looking to see if he's got any siege in production. Not that I can see so far. He's just kind of securing what he has here. I'm starting to wonder. Okay, we got the Lancers being chased. Musafati are so fast. What's the speed of these bad boys? 1.38 movement speed compared to the 1.62 of a Lancer. So they're slightly slower. They can get even faster in the next age with the sofa buffs, but nice. Continue to chase after us. He didn't complete this wall. Okay, I saw it on the mini-map. He hadn't actually completed it yet. On the western side, we got a sacred site being captured by Kasva. One single javelin there, going to probably take out that monk over time. And we've got, what, 2 Musafati just kind of scouting around back there. So what will happen next? We've got a second town center being dropped down by Kasva. Don't forget the Song Dynasty, so he's producing villagers quite quickly. Going for some stone. I think he might try to stop. I expect this is going to be a keep drop, but I could also see him being like, no, I want to get ahead and dropping like a 3rd TC or something crazy. But we'll see here. He's gathering stone quite quickly. I think that's going to be a keep from what I'm seeing there. Where will he put it would be the question. He's run out of sheep. He finally ate all the sheep. Amazing. He had so many sheep for so long. Okay, we've got the sacred site has been decaptured. Kasva, let's grab that middle one for now. Here comes Beastyqt's army. Now keep an eye on some of these techs at the top of the screen. You do see BC's actually grabbed his tier 1 eco techs. He's got his tier 1 ranged armor, just now getting additional armor there, or additional attack, ranged attack. And I heard the sound of a siege unit. That is to be a nest of bee. Wouldn't it be cool if I could double click this and it would take me to the nest of bee or something? That'd be cool. Maybe this cycles through the units when you click them. It'd be cool in the UI. Get that over to the capture rage team stat. Okay, the nest of bees. This is the weakness of the Malians. You don't want to be dealing with a bunch of nest of bees. They could be a problem. They don't have a ton of armor. Okay, you can see this javelin backing up. They're scared. Back it up, Terry. Put in reverse. Oh, no, the fireworks! Okay, he survives that. Okay, so we've got the Imperial officials working on the siege workshop. Quickly, Santa's workshop is building him some nest of bees. Speaking of Santa's workshop, let's see. Look at these. Take a look at these villagers. They kind of look like sometimes the ones that. Actually, no. These are the Mongol villagers. They straight up look like Santa Claus. They've got like a pom pom on their hat and everything, or whatever it's called. Okay, Zugnu and nest of bees has been heavily effective so far against this composition. And BC's kind of backed himself in the corner. Here comes Stealth. You don't see Stealth used a whole lot. We've got some Musafati Stealth, and they're going to get to the back line. And down goes that nest of bees. An excellent use of Stealth. It's not used enough. It's a very awkward mechanic. It's hard to tell when it's happening, but right there, that saved that saved Beastyqt's army for now. Here comes the next nest of bees, going to be engaging. We've got monks being chased by Musafati out in the field. Keep on the villager count, 84 versus 60 right now, but that gold remains very, very high for the Malians, of course, but not to mention the 5 relics he has. BC has been just spreading out his forces. He's got nested bees firing on him, but if he splits his troops enough, it doesn't matter. But the Zugnus, they continue to fire on, despite the fact that these counter archers, he's been making Zugs to go after this. We do see some lancers now coming out. The villagers don't even care. They said, it's berry time. You can shoot me all you want. I'm getting berries. And I think Kasva's gonna clean up this, but this is like a very scrappy fight. Like, I feel like no one's dying here, but the javelin's just like picking off vills, and this is the thing that they're so good at. Their range, and like everyone knows volleys. Dead villager, dead villager, dead villager. They do so much damage. I've been curious if javelin throwers just do too much damage to villagers. Like, maybe they shouldn't have additional, maybe they should not do as much damage to villagers. It seems like they're just, with their, combined with their range, it's just crazy. But then you have the longbow too. I don't know. Okay, nested bees have grouped up. Villager count 59 versus 64. So Beastyqt now has more villagers in addition to, you know, 5 relics and Muvu's being online, and he's got a sacred side as well. I think Beastyqt's probably doing just fine, but you know what, Kasva could use some walls. I think some walls maybe could help him out a little here. Stop these javelins from just like, that's the Malians are so good at. They're like the Zerg from StarCraft. They just flood your base from a million different directions. Like, that army wasn't gonna siege down a town center, no, but it was gonna poke a villager here and here and here. Like, that's what he was trying to do, and you know, he clearly pulled off that achievement. Now, the villagers will bounce back, Kasva, on 2 TC Song Dynasty. Excuse me, 3 TC. He's got granaries starting to go online. So let's not forget how good China is into the late game. If he can boom his villagers back, maybe he could do something about this. Now, I mean, BC could put the nail in the coffin with some trade, but like, do you even need trade with the Malians? Like, just get all the relics, just get all your movements. I don't know. It's no farms yet, by the way. I laughed so hard at that patch note that was like, we're gonna make cows 10 more gold, and it's gonna encourage people to build farms. Like, psh, no. Do you see any farms out here? No farms. 22 minutes in, no farms. And not only no farms, remember, Kasva got 30 sheep at the beginning, and BC got no sheep, and he hasn't had to build a single farm. Like, what? Here I say new OP versus old OP. Fort of the Huntress being dropped down right now. Beastyqt is aging up, building that mid-map. Now, unique thing about this, it does give stealth to nearby units, whoop-de-doo, but more importantly, Musafati warriors and Musafati gunners gain first strike, dealing more damage when breaking stealth. So if he does more stealth attacks like we saw earlier, he'll get additional attack with that first strike ability. And it's a keep. It's always nice to have a keep in the middle of the map. Okay, nest of bees. Shooting off like fireworks, taking out the Malian army, but they, like I said, they just keep flooding in. They're not here to burn down your house. They're just here to take your villagers. The women and the children too. Oh my gosh! Oh, okay. So that's the magical number. You want what? 4 nested bees to wipe out some Musafati. If you guys haven't seen it already, I reached Conqueror 3 on my main account. I've only had one account my entire Age of Empires life, and I finally decided to dip down into the slums like all these other non-honorable gamers on the ladder, and I made an alternate account, and it's only a Musafati Fast Castle account. All I do is make Musafati warriors in Fast Castle, no other units, and I'm currently 11-0, sitting in the middle of Platinum. We'll continue the challenge later tonight, but the Musafati warriors are quite good, has been my experience with them. I'm pretty sure you could probably get to at least Diamond with like an Xbox controller with the Malians if you are very good at handling that controller. But here come the Musafati warriors, and not to mention they're now going to be upgraded here in just a matter of seconds. He'll have that first strike ability if he does go into stealth. We see he's going to be countering out. I mean, he could have spammed Musafati, and he needed to build walls a while ago, honestly. Villagers being caught up by those Musafati. Now they are going to be elite in a matter of seconds. 1 second. Okay, they are elite. Is he going to get? He's going to get additional attack. Okay, he's going. I was wondering if he'd go for the ranged armor, if he'd go for the attack, but Nest of Bees, they did wipe him out, and he did lose some villagers, but Kasva doing fine. He still has 89 villagers to the 76 villagers of the Malians. And we see that the economy has leveled out a little bit. But, oh, what do we have here? The fabled Malian trade. Look at these walls. What is... That's a stone wall. That's a stone wall. He is walling his opponent in. It looks like he's drawing pictures on the map or something. If you guys didn't know, Malian trade is freaking cracked. Let's see, currently bringing back 173 gold, and he'll get taxed for each toll outpost he sets up. He hasn't set those up yet, but he'll also bring back food. Oh, well, he didn't go up with the, he did not go up with the Saharan Trade Network, so. But whatever, there's still plenty of gold up on the map to be had. Kasva trying to stop that stone wall. Oh, this is so annoying when this happens. You hate to see it. Okay, so how is Kasva gonna stop this Imperial Age Malian opponent? I mean, there's a reason why Beastyqt holds that #1 rank on the ladder on most days. He's quite good, and into the late game, it is where he really excels. But the Chinese, they are the masters. No one's gonna beat China in the late game, right? He should easily have this, but this Malian economy is going to be something fierce. You know, Beastyqt hasn't made a single siege unit until right now. Just under the 30-minute mark, he is training his very first bombard. Okay, so we've got cannons coming online here shortly. And Musafati gunners, these are the unique gunner unit of the Malians. You can see them. They got this cool little, oh, that's cheetah print or what that is, but they got their gun. They can stealth and increase movement speed. So it's a unique gunner unit for the Malians. And he's just everywhere. Let's see what BC's line of sight looks like right now. So this is kind of what he could see. This is what Kasva could see. And buckle up, because I think we're about to have a late one here. But Sacred Site victory could come into play if he's able to stonewall all this off, which is kind of what he's doing right now. You know, for all the griping about stonewalls you hear from the pros all the time, they sure do like to use them. Look at that. He's going to be walling all of this off. This is like, I've seen like the stone walls across mid-map, but this is like, this is expert stonewalling. This is next level. We got Kasva setting up his own. Okay, and yeah, don't forget, the Malians definitely have the most beautiful stone walls in the entire game. I heard a bombard. Where's that bomb? Wait, oh, there it is. Ooh, he had a keep down here. Oh, those are Chinese villagers. But that bombard is gonna be taking them out. He could just rush that down with villagers if he wanted to, but I think the Musafati warriors would have something to say about that. Kasva just now aging up. The Spirit of the Way is going down. Where is he building that? Right there in the front line. I thought he might try to hide in the back of his base or something crazy like that. But stone walls going up, and I think it's going to get into Sacred Site victory territory. BC probably wants to capture this one and this one. Is this wall being completed? It is completed. New age begins. Okay, Kasva has survived to the 4th age. He's not surviving, he's thriving, guys. He's thriving. And we just see all of those university upgrades coming in right now for Beastyqt. And this is what's just going to be the nail in the coffin into the late game. The fact that the Malians, their trade is just good enough as it is. But the fact that he's going to have uncontested trade, while the Chinese, well, his trade post is here in his base, and he's walled in. So he's not really going to be trading. Just now dropping down the clock tower at about the 29-minute mark. So those farms are pretty. Look at that. Chinese farms are no joke. Look at that. Let's see the food per minute. You can see that food per minute. 1,800 right now for Kasva, compared to the 654 per minute for Beastyqt. Surprised he's not at pop max yet. Kasva doing some sneaky things. He's got stables on the side. Oh boy. Imagine if he did like some kind of like Fire Lancer landmark snipe back here. Oh my gosh. 1, 2. Let's see, he's got 3 landmarks here and then 1 in the middle, right? So he could like treb this down and then send like the Fire Lancers in. Okay, that's what that would create an interesting story for the end of this game. Will that happen? I don't know, but boy, who hasn't been like knocked out by a Fire Lancer landmark snipe when you thought you had the game under control? Okay, Bombard's starting to roll up. Now the Bombards, they have to have line of sight of what they're shooting at. They can't fire over walls unlike the Trebuchet. So he'll have to like pick apart this wall, move his cannons up, etc, etc. But Kasva's gonna have to answer this army soon because those Malians look quite angry. Looks like this side stable has been taken care of, and well, this is exactly what we're gonna see. Now this could halt his trade. Now does Beastyqt realize this? He'd have to be looking at the back of his base, and he does have line of sight on it right now. But has he realized? You know what would be too funny? Oh, he deleted it? Wait. Oh, look at this. Oh, the Mizumani Gunners, they saw it! He thought he was being clever. He deleted them because he realized he could see him, but Beasty saw it on the mini-map. You ain't gonna get that one by him. And here he comes. Kasva says, okay, that was my route back into the game, and you stopped me. What a crazy game. Barbican in the face of Beastyqt. A tin house opening. We had a Montecore and a partridge in a pear tree. Man, this was a fun one for the books. I hope you enjoyed this classic game. If you're watching this over on YouTube, leave me a comment below, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one.